All right, so let's explore the stems feature inside of Studio One Pro 7. This is like one of the keystone features that they've dropped in here, and I think it's pretty dope. But I want I want to put it through the paces, and I want to see if it is as good as Logic's stems feature. And so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to segment it. I'm going to do one section where I'm going to use the same song. I'm going to drop it in Studio One. We're going to see how long it takes to split into stems and the quality of it. And then I'm also going to pull up Logic, and we're going to do the same thing with the same song, see the time and the quality, and see which one does it better. All right. So let's jump over here. We're in Studio One. I have a song here. It's by my good friend Doobie Pal. We're going to drop it in here. I'm not going to worry about BPM or none of that stuff like that. You guys may have heard this song before. Yeah. You know, it's Doobie's Agnes Day remix. Really, really dope. So let's take this and split it into stems. So I think you right click, you go to audio, and separate stems, or it looks like you can hit Command U. All right, so that's the Command U gives you the options. We're used to this. We've seen this in like Logic. You get vocals, drums, bass, and other. So we're gonna hit OK, and let's see how long this takes. Let's see how long this takes. All right, initiating and waiting. Okay, it's fairly fast. So it looks like it's going to take a minute. And I'm pretty sure this is going to vary depending on how long the song is that you're trying to separate. And then this is an MP3 file too. So MP3 are not high quality waves. It's not lossless. So it's going to be interesting to see how well it does with a lower quality file versus, you know, a wave file. Let's see what it does. And that seems to be taking pretty long here. I want to say Logic is faster, but we're going to see. So that was a full like minute and a half that it took. But let's see what we got here. That's the same way Logic does it too. It puts it in a bus too. So you got the organ in here. All right. And then you got the bass. It's not as good. It's cool. Let's see how it does with the drums. Yeah, that's clean. That's usable. Yeah, I could definitely use that. That's kind of usable in the vocals. Let's see. Worthy is the Lamb. You are holy. Holy are you, Lord God. Sing, Doobie. All right. Everybody sing. Hallelujah. So I'm getting a lot of the aux and the other tracks in on that, but it could be again the quality of the track itself. Holy, yeah. Holy. But that could easily be like if you're like really like I say if I'm gonna use this, bring it in. Just again, I'm just gonna pull up Peculiar Sounds real quick, and if you're trying to really like. Lock in something. I like a sound called Midnight Coffee. You know, if you're really trying to like lock in and you're playing something on top of it, you're probably not going to notice. So you can make that work. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of lacing that with some other sounds and building around it, especially those drums. Like I definitely could rock with those drums. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's wild. That's wild. You know what else is wild? The fact that you probably haven't heard of Peculiar Sounds yet. Listen, if you need those unique, soulful sounds to really bring a track to life, then Peculiar Sounds V2 has just what you need. We're talking signature keys, synths, pads, plus hundreds of MIDI files that make it super easy to jumpstart your creativity. All of these are curated and sampled by the one and only legendary Doobie Powell. It's perfect for gospel, R&B, or any genre that needs that rich type of vibe. And guess what? It works with any DAW. It's standalone, all of those things like that. So if you could do me a favor, jump down in the description, head on over to gospelproducers.com and take your sound to the next level. All right, back to the show. So that's valuable right there. Like, even if I didn't like use anything else out of it, being able to use the drums is actually kind of fire. And that's almost like a compliment to like Splice, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to like pull that out and do that. So let's pull up Logic now and let's see how it handles the stems, the same song, you know what I'm saying? But just with that. So here's Logic. I got it pulled up here. Let me make sure I got my audio routed for you guys correctly so you can hear. Yeah, y'all should be able to hear what I'm hearing. So we're hearing Logic. Uh-oh. Let me come back over here. All right, we're hearing Logic. We're gonna drag this same song here into Logic, right? And let's see how it handles the stems versus Studio One. So again, stem splitter, we hit it, get the same options, we hit split. Let's see how fast it takes Logic. It took Jesus. Jesus. That's fast. It's almost done. It's almost done. That was like 15 seconds. If that, yo, like Prasannas took an L on that on the speed. I will say that. So that took I don't even know if that took 10 seconds. That was like bounce in place. So Logic definitely wins on speed. It definitely wins on speed. But let's see how it does with quality. So again, we got the organ here.
Hallelujah, for the Lord, you are holy. Yeah. Hallelujah. Worthy is the Lamb.
So it sounds like it's about the same. Now the tail was also in the bass. No, I feel like the bass is definitely cleaner. Yeah, that's cleaner. So let's compare it. So if I go back over here to Studio One and we pull up the bass, where was the bass at? This is the bass on here. Nah, that ain't it. Then we go back to Logic and compare the bass, their algorithm on. That's clean. Now they both still have like that warpy effect, you know what I mean? Like you would get with Ableton or something like that when you warp something. They both still have that, but the bass. Like I love that. I think the drums sound more warped. I think the drums sound better here in Studio One. Now. Nah, even Logic wins the drums. I can hear the. You hear that? But if I go over here to Studio One, it's not there. And then vocals.
Holy. Yeah. Holy.
Then go over here, vocals. They're about the same on the vocals, but the drums and the bass are way cleaner. What about other? Let's see what they did on other. I didn't really check other. So I'm still hearing some vocal in the other stuff, but over here, I'm not hearing any vocals. So I just have to say that the stems feature in Studio One is definitely good, but it's better in Logic. It's faster in Logic. It's cleaner in Logic. And I'm sure results are going to vary depending on what you drop in and what sounds or what song or what the quality of the file is. How I'm going to do some more tests, but just with taking the same file, dropping it in Logic, the same file, dropping it in Studio One, it's two total different results, with Logic being faster and cleaner on the separation. Again, they both kind of sound warpy. You're still going to get that effect, but I have to say that in this particular test, Logic wins for me for stems. So while it's cool, I think it'll be a feature that I'll use on occasion when I'm in Studio One. But because if I'm right there in there, I don't want to open up another DAW to do something. I probably, depending on what I'm working on, I might utilize that feature. But if I got to say who does it better, Logic does it better. And you guys can let me know what you think in the comments section, in the chat and all of that. Let me know.